find me here in a bus stop. Yes, there's nothing new there. I'm often in one of those, either catching buses or just sort of being enthused by the wonderful nature of a humble bus shelter. But today, we're actually on Park Avenue here in Thurso. Look at this beautiful map showing where Park Avenue is for all you knowledgeless people. I don't know. Anyway, with that said, this is one of two new bus shelters that have arrived here in the town. This one here on Park Avenue, and one just further sort of that way on Towerhill Road. That's what it's called. That almost was another take because, well, I've been saying like Tower Green and Castle Hill. Yeah, that's not right. But anyway, Towerhill Road, that's just that way. And this one is Park Avenue. Oh my gosh, this is confusing. And it's, like I said, one of two new bus shelters in the same sort of style. That style being this. The bloody hell is that? Have you ever seen anything like that before? It's like, well, corrugated at the back, but like tiny screws where the timetable thing is. Obviously, being a Highland Council bus shelter, there isn't any timetables provided, which there probably never will be. But it's nice to sort of have the inclusion of somewhere where you can imagine a wonderful timetable showing what buses actually serve this route. That being the 80, I believe, and the 280. I think that comes down here. Formerly, like ages ago, the arms of like 915 service, and I'm just thinking, does the 99 ever come this way? Maybe on a Saturday it does, but I don't think any of the weekday ones actually do, which is very interesting. So it's a, well, in an interesting location. It's sort of just a housing estate. There's, well, as you can see everywhere behind me, 1950s style council houses. And as the typical Caithness rain pours outside, I'm lovely and sheltered here inside the, well, bus shelter? Yeah, a bus shelter that hasn't got kicked down doors, or a bus shelter that hasn't got half of its roof missing. And for the fact of the matter, well, I've never seen a bus shelter like this, and that's what I'm trying to sort of, well, bring to you and show you today. In terms of other features, apart from the weird corrugated style timetable thing that I imagine if you rub your nails on it would make a funny noise, I've tested it and it doesn't, there is a light, which at night time does work, because I passed here the other week, and for some reason, it wasn't dark, but it was getting darker, because, well, we're in March now as I film this, and that was February, and the times and clocks have changed, British summertime and all that gobbledygook. But yeah, just basically, the light was on, so it does work, the light, which is good. There is a bus stop sign, just somewhere up there, I can't see, I think I'm pointing to it, but there's like a huge reflection on the screen. Sorry for my lack of professionalism there. And that is about it. There's a, well, actually, no, it's not about it. Sorry, take that back. And that isn't it. There we go. There's a bench. Look at this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the bench test. Wait, I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna review this bench. Right, I'll plonk you down here. Yeah, all right. Can I get an angle? Here we go. Look at this. Tripod's being magical. Fantastic. And I'm going to do a live review of this bus stop bench. I can confirm it is a bus stop bench. That was an unnatural sounding noise. I'll not do that too much for the fear of this monstrosity breaking. But with that said, the bench works, and if you wish to, you can sit about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of me here, which I would highly not recommend. That sounds like a recipe from a disaster. Anyway, a quick 5-minute walk brings you just up here to Towerhill Road, where the second of two new bus shelters is located. It's in a similar sort of style, except there is one major difference. This one is stickered up for the Highland Council. Yeah, it's just been not removed properly. But I'd like to pretend that that's a major difference, and it's something that is key and notable about this bus shelter. Yeah, it's, like I said, very similar. In fact, there is a major difference. The weird corrugated thing that I don't like touching for some reason is not here. It's like flipped. But equally, there aren't any timetables, so there's genuinely no point of it being there. And, well, that's about it, really, because, well, it is just the same. And if I talk about this sort of bus shelter too long, you're going to click off the video. So with that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you people, hopefully, all being well, on the next one. The Corrugation Nation. Yeah, I'll keep you posted if any major updates happen to this stop, like the lights stop working, or the bench gets destroyed, or maybe on this planet Earth, somewhere out there, the Highland Council, the High Trans, can provide some bloody timetables for these new bus stops, man. It's frustrating having to use bus times all the time.